Aloha from KAUAI and Nihao. I'm Mayor Bernard Carvalho, here with KAUAI District Health Officer Dr. Dilip Ball, and of course KAUAI's own Civil Defense Manager Elton Ushio. Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. On Friday, Governor Ige signed an emergency proclamation to promote preventive measures against mosquito-borne illnesses such as dengue fever and Zika virus. Let me start by saying that there are no cases of dengue or Zika within the county of Kauai. However, I want to reiterate to the public that we all still have a responsibility and role to play in our response. I want to assure our community that we are in communication with the governor's office and partnering agencies at the state and county level, as well as our partners in the healthcare and visitor industry. We're working together to help with prevention, outreach, and education. But government officials cannot alone prevent dengue and Zika. We all have a role to play. Residents and businesses can take action now to prevent mosquito-borne illnesses by eliminating mosquito breeding sites and preventing mosquito bites. Here's what everyone can do to help. Survey the areas in and around your homes and businesses. Eliminate standing water around your property by removing old tires, containers, and other items. Utilize our transfer stations and recycling centers to dispose of these items. Wear protective clothing or wear repellents to help prevent mosquito bites. The main thing we need to do is protect ourselves, our families, and our community. By working together and being proactive, we can get ahead of these threats and help keep each other safe here on our island. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ball, Dr. Dilip Ball, our Kauai District Health Office Director, with more information on dengue fever and Zika prevention. Dr. Ball.
So again, thank you, Mayor. Let me just start off with it's very, very wise of the governor to have made the declaration. It was again characteristically very wise of the mayor to basically say, I don't know how many of you know, you should, under Mayor Carvalho's leadership, we actually on this island, every sector, he's the head administrator for the island, every sector works together. The hospital, the health department for sure, the educational establishment, every other facet work together. So my message very simply along the lines of what the mayor has said are these. What is Zika and what is dengue? They're both caused by a microorganism. Actually, it's a virus, so it's not amenable to treatment. Unfortunately, neither of these organisms can be prevented. You don't have a vaccine for it. Therefore, the main, if not sole, method of prevention are the things that the mayor went over. Let me make this a little simple. Basically, what we have here is a minute virus, an organism. So you have an agent, you have a vector. In this case, the vector is an insect vector, a mosquito. If you want to get technical, the name of the mosquito happens to be Aedes albopictus. Now, we do have Aedes albopictus on this island. So we have the virus, which doesn't normally come, very rarely. We haven't had, let me emphasize this again and again, we have not had dengue on the island of Kauai since the year 2001. So there is no imminent threat to this island. But again, we're taking protective activities, we're taking preventive activities. And the activities aren't necessarily medical, they're mainly societal. What are the societal measures? You have an agent, and the agent can't come to the host, a human being, absent the vector carrying it from the agent to the host. And the main strategy for intervention is to, you don't want to affect the host, affect all the human beings. You want to keep them out of it as much as possible. The agents, a bad agent from, it's a little microbial agent, a viral agent from somewhere out of state. We have a lot on Big Island, emphasize again, none on Kauai for a decade and a half. So the strategy that the mayor and Elton and we are all working together on is break the agent-host environment cycle. How do you do that? The environment. Standing bodies of water, as the mayor has said, are the main source whereby the vector can breathe. And without the vector, there is no way we can get ill. And those bodies of water, so you do two things. For the bodies of water, you affect them. And I think Elton's done a gorgeous job, making sure everybody on the island knows this is happening. We don't want it to happen on Kauai, what happened on Big Island. And we are working with him very closely on that. So the strategies for intervention, again, no immunization available. We don't want to we want to cut the cycle. So all standing bodies of water are affected by us. You can go fancy and you can breed the water with fish. But fish eat the larvae and you can do mosquito control biologically. When you have an imminent threat like now, we affect them in every way. Wherever there are tires, there are areas where there's heavy rainfall, protective clothing. You want to make sure that you keep the mosquito away from you. You can put the screens, the mosquito screens. And actually, we've got a couple of helpful brochures, which the county and we are going to distribute. It's available. We've made it. And the campaign is called Fight the Bite. Fight the Bite. So this is all about getting the mosquito and making sure it doesn't affect us here on Kauai. The strategies, if I can find the page, is protect yourself. One, protect yourself. Just what I said. Apply insect repellent, clothing such as long trousers and a long sleeve shirt, and avoid areas where the mosquitoes breed. In terms of eliminating mosquitoes, again, simply done if we work together. So eliminate standing water, fix leaky faucets, treat bromeliads, that's an important one on this island. Clean your gutters so water doesn't stay there. Anywhere there's water, you will have the mosquitoes breed. Repair screens and jalousies, dispose of old tires. Not rocket science, easy interventions, and again, under the mayor's leadership, all of us here on Kauai look forward to the campaign.
I'm Elton Ushio, Civil Defense Manager, County of Kauai. Civil defense, like we do with so many other potential threats to the island, has done our best to prepare for and, should we need to, respond to threats of dengue and or Zika virus. What we've done thus far is to disseminate information to our various partners on the county, state, and what we call our non-governmental partners. We have worked very closely with the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, the Department of Health, Kauai District Health Office, with our partners with the Fire Department, the Police Department, American Medical Response or Emergency Medical Services, and others. And we are convening our All Hazards Incident Management team and studying Hawaii County's response and the prior response from Maui County, looking at their incident action plan, looking at their various requests for assistance and their situation reports, so we can learn from lessons that they learn through real-world experience in those counties, and we can glean from those best practices and apply them to Kauai. So like Mayor and Dr. Ball said, we're doing all we can to prepare for these things, but you, the people of Kauai and Niihau, can help us by doing the very things that Mayor and Dr. Ball so eloquently said. Yeah.
So in closing, I want to thank all of you on Kauai and Niihau to really step to the plate. It's all about prevention It's all about being proactive. It's all about being prepared in this particular delivery. Thank you, Dr. Ball, and of course Elton, and our dear Governor, Governor Ige, for your emergency proclamation, because this is what has happened for all of us, and we're delivering our message to all of you again. So take care. Want to make sure you understand how important this is. The information is before you. There's a website you can go to on the Civil Defense website. And of course, the brochures are forthcoming. So mahalo, take care, and aloha.
Right here. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Dilip Bal. I'm the District Health Officer for the island of Kauai. And as we were chatting about dengue and Zika, let me just mention something that was sort of an oversight I didn't mention earlier. And that is the carrier, the mosquito that carries the virus, whichever virus of interest. It could be one of these two, could be chikungunya, could be anything, any arboviral disease. They're very specific mosquitoes. In this case, the mosquitoes belong to the genus Aedes. Now, the main carrier, which is why we're having a little problem, or actually it's a fairly large problem, on Big Island, is they have Aedes aegypti, which is a very efficient carrier of the disease. We, thankfully, have a very inefficient carrier of the disease. It's called Aedes albopictus. Therefore, I think, besides the fact that we have excellent control strategies on Kauai, I repeat, we haven't had a single case of dengue since 2001. We have we have a mosquito that is bad, but is not good at what it does. Therefore, we have a lesser probability of getting the disease. But remember, stick with the strategy. Take care of standing bodies of water, and please apply repellent to yourself. Thank you.